Good morning from Paris. So today I'm going to go to the last flea market of the week before I head off to the south of France. And then afterwards, I'm going to go hang out in the artist enclave of Montmartre, which is famous for being a hangout of such artists as Van Gogh, Manet, Modigliani, I think Renoir, Picasso, and it was also featured in such movies as Amélie and Moulin Rouge. So I bet you'll probably recognize this particular neighborhood. It's pretty famous. So I'm hoping there's not a million tourists because it's pretty popular, but anyways, it'll be fun. The Clean Court subway line leaves you right at the mouth of a big flea market, but it's not the right one. This one actually sells like knockoff handbags and t-shirts and tchotchkes. You just want to walk straight through it for about 5 minutes and then you'll start seeing the antique stalls. You want to plan for at least half a day, wear comfortable shoes because this flea market is huge. I love everything about this flea market, except maybe the prices, but it's so highly curated and there are just some beautiful things that are extremely old, some more mid-century modern, some funkiness, and it was just a pleasure just to walk around and look and learn and dream about what I may find at another flea market that maybe wasn't as expensive. From fine French furnishings, mid-century modern, and even boho, this flea market has it all. I love this one stall that had all this porcelain enamel, which I think is very quintessentially French, although it was also used in every other country you can think of. But when I see it, I think of France. Mortar is a huge tourist destination, so beware that there's always a ton of people there, but it is well worth a visit because it is such a charming neighborhood, and you have this beautiful Sacré-Cœur cathedral that you can actually climb up to the very top, but look at the line. And I didn't feel in the mood to do 250 stairs, which if I remember right, that's what there is. You can get a view from right below of the city. This is probably the one point in Paris that is actually on a hill. Otherwise, Paris is very flat. It is famous for being an artist enclave, and very many famous artists used to come up here and paint. It's also famous for being spotted in movies, as well as being famous for its windmills. How beautiful is this? Look. It's a castle. It's great. And the Louvre is right around the corner. And it's in all its glory. Although I'm not going to do the Louvre on this visit. That is like about 5 days worth of wandering a museum. But there's hardly any people here today. It's Tuesday. All the Europeans that come for the weekend are gone back home. So it's a great time to go to the Louvre. What I do want to do is go hang out at the Tuileries, the Royal Park right next to the Louvre. So that's where I'm heading right now. So this is the Tuileries in all its grand glory. I'm headed over there to that pond. There's a bunch of seating there. I'm just gonna relax and people watch. You can see the top of the Museum d'Orsay right there. It's a wonderful museum in an old train station, and they basically took everything that the Louvre didn't want. That includes a bunch of Cézannes, Monets, Manets, Van Goghs, and you can see the tippy top of the Eiffel Tower. Just think, at one time, a king and queen lived in this royal palace that now houses the Louvre. The Louvre actually has floors underground, but then each wing of the royal palace is also full of art. I decided to come to the Luxembourg Gardens. I've never been here before. It's supposed to be the most beautiful park in Paris, and there's also a museum here, and right now they're showing an exhibition all about female art, so should be interesting. And then afterwards I'm going to a hammam, which I had been to a couple in Turkey, and they are quite the experience. That's why I don't have any makeup on. The sculptor Rodin enjoyed great success during his lifetime, and he was friends with artists such as Renoir, Monet, Van Gogh, and that's why you see their works within this museum, which he actually used as his workshop. He also had another home right outside of Paris, which is also a museum. So he often traded sculptures for art. And so it was such an enchanting time visiting these beautiful gardens and looking at all the beautiful art and the sculptures within and outside. I've been calling it an early night every night, falling asleep at like 10, but tonight I actually made it to the Eiffel Tower because I want to see it light up, which it does at dusk, which is about 10 o'clock here. So I'm excited. So we're gonna do something a little bit different this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and put pricing up above. And if you are interested in the item, just fill out one of the contact sheets down below. Just click the link tree in the description and send me all of your information and make arrangements to pay. And then I will mark that item sold for you. And if you are a subscriber, make sure you let me know that you are. I will also give you 10% off that item. And if I happen to get 2 emails, it's gonna be the first person that emailed me. So I hope that you find something that you love and that I can bring back for you. And well, let's get going so I can show you what you could possibly buy. So I am trying to avoid all the clothes racks. I'm trying not to bring any clothes back, but so I saw this skirt and I had to grab it. It is little, it's not very big. Maybe it's like a small to a medium, but look at the pattern. It is so gorgeous. Pink and green, it's got cheetahs and palm trees. It is really amazing. It's a full skirt, pleated, button up, so it buttons all the way down. It is just fabulous. So pretty. And the fabric feels so nice. It doesn't have a tag anywhere. It doesn't look homemade, but I mean, it could be homemade. Oh no, it looks like there was a tag, but the tag's been cut out. I also have this. At first I thought this was a letter opener, but it's not sharp. I guess it could maybe still be a letter opener. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's this beautiful brass goldfish. It is marked right there, but I thought he was so cool. I absolutely had to pick him up. Also at that neighborhood garage sale, I found this beautiful pile of vintage textiles. So this is a smaller piece right here, but very reminiscent of like the 1940s, maybe the 1950s. Beautiful pattern, beautiful colors. I'm gonna sell this one along with this one. So these two will go together just because this one is so much smaller. So this one is very similar pattern, right? Beautiful gray, it's much bigger. And it almost looks like it would be like for a long hallway table. And then there's this one, which is about the same length. And then we have this one, which is just this beautiful one with just these glorious daisies and poppies. And what are those? Some kind of other little yellow flowers. And it is just a square piece. So I decided to go to the Klingen Court St. Ouen flea market, mainly because it is the most famous flea market in the world. It's the one everybody wants to go to, 8 square miles, and I wanted to show you it. So I didn't expect to buy anything there, but oh my gosh, I'm so glad I went because I think I found 2 of my favorite things there, and I was so happy. So this is absolutely gorgeous. This is probably a dowry sheet. So way back in the day, girls would start to put together their dowries, and that would include linens and household items. This one has this beautiful monogram. Again, I can't measure for you because I don't have my measuring tape, but this is very heavy. It is in perfect condition. It's absolutely this gorgeous, heavy linen. I mean, it is just stunning, just beautiful. It's gonna take up some space in my suitcase and some weight, because it is definitely very well made. There's nothing better than French linen, I have to say. There's just something so substantial about it. So I got this one. And then I was so happy with that purchase, I went back and I got another one. This one right here. This one is also really beautiful. Also has this gorgeous monogram to it. So there's the monogram, so pretty. All of this work right here is all hand done. I mean, and it is just gorgeous. Both of these are. And this one even has like the signature of whoever did it, which is interesting. So this one is also for sale. This one doesn't feel as big as this one does. It doesn't feel as heavy. This is a much heavier weight than this, but this is also still beautifully, beautifully done. Just absolutely gorgeous. Along those same lines, I absolutely love this one. There was a lady looking at it, and then she put it back and I nabbed it because I think this is fabulous. So it's this beautiful antique cotton nightgown. Look how gorgeous this is. In absolutely pristine condition, beautiful buttons, just lovely. I mean, absolutely lovely. I'm gonna say it also probably, well, I don't know, maybe it's like a medium to a large, but it is absolutely stunning. Last but not least, I saw this, I thought it was out of my price range. I asked what the price was and I still walked away, even though I had negotiated down. And then I'm like, what am I doing? When you see something that you love and the price is right, you need to buy it. So I went right back and I grabbed it before anybody else could. Oh my gosh. Are they not the sweetest things? Oh, goodness gracious. They are so beautiful. So what's interesting on this piece is it's hard for me to age this. I cannot tell if this is the real thing, if this is a reproduction. If it's a reproduction, it is a very, very good reproduction because look how beautifully, beautifully executed this painting is. And it is a painting. I can see the brush strokes. Here's the back of the frame. And what I mean is like, there's a difference. There's no doubt in my mind this frame is old. I can tell by the hanger. I can tell by the wood, right? This one, I'm not sure. It's so, the color is so uniform. It almost looks like the back of the frame was painted like a dark brown. But regardless, I've seen these actually priced up to anywhere between $2,000 and $4,000 online. And obviously I'm not gonna charge that because I get the feeling it's a very well done reproduction. But I would love to have that on my wall, but I'm not gonna keep it. I found this really beautiful handheld mirror, and I'm gonna pop up the price right above here of what I'm gonna price this for, because this is gonna be sold online. See how pretty that is? And it is very old. It is a very old mirror. I don't know the age of it. And it says says Thron Plage. But it is very, very beautiful. I had to nab this bangle. It's this vintage bangle. I don't know the age on it, but it has a tiger on it with rhinestones, so I couldn't say no. I think it's just funky, 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 fun, and fabulous. So super cool. It's big, fits on my wrist. I have very big wrists. So anyways, fun bangle. So I am so glad you could join me on this wonderful adventure in Paris. And if you get a chance to get out and do some thrifting, I hope the thrifting gods are with you and you find some fabulous stuff. And otherwise, I will see you in the south of France next week.